Bitch, you touch my shit, I will crack you open like a coconut.
Those are my potatoes.
Why the hell are your potatoes in my car?
You took them from the restaurant. Got a limited supply and I'm not about to let them go. Give them back and I'll be on my way.
Sounds like a conflict of interest to me.
Welcome to NocBro Nation.
Welcome back, guys. Jarrell here.
And I'm Josh, and we got a Fear the Walking Dead topic. Whatever happened to Diana?
Yes, guys. So, spoiler warning for anybody who is just starting to watch Fear the Walking Dead. This is a character that was in 2 episodes of Season 3. So, once again, spoiler warning for Fear the Walking Dead if you are just starting to watch this show. But we want to talk about, yes, a very mysterious character who was in only 2 episodes with Alicia. Her name is Diana. She was an African-American girl who, when our characters in Season 3 were in Mexico, she came across Alicia, who was kind of hiding from walkers in a fast food restaurant because Alicia was separated and on a run.
I think she saved Alicia, didn't she?
She did. She helped save her, and they kind of formed this bond a little bit, but the one crazy thing that Diana did was her main goal is to collect charms. And so she collected teeth and fingers from walkers that she would then sell at a trading post called the El Bazaar. And that it was very weird to hear, like, to see that, and Alicia was like, what the hell?
We're talking Daryl Dixon ear weird.
Yes. But one cool thing Diana was actually talking to Alicia about, she was like, why don't you sell your hair? Do you know how much you can get for your hair? Alicia was like, yeah, I'm not doing that. Not doing that at all. But, I mean, it was just so quick because it was only 2 episodes she was in. And they were kind of, Alicia was kind of saying, she was wanting to kind of go on along her way. Oh, Alicia was actually getting this bag of potatoes that she found. And actually the girl, Diana wanted to take them. And Alicia was like, no, you're not taking these. And so Diana and her kind of came up with a compromise to kind of split it, because they're both surviving, they both need food.
Yeah, it was really, you saw, I think, good chemistry between Alicia and Diana, and I think that's the main reason why a lot of us asked, well, what happened to that? Like, why is that not explored more? Because at least from the onset, the chemistry was pretty good.
It was awesome. So pretty much what happened to Diana was, as Alicia was going to go with Diana to the El Bazaar, they were attacked by just a group of guys, a bunch of marauders or whatever. And Diana got injured. She got hit with a baseball bat. Her leg was broken. Alicia was able to actually fend off the guys. She actually almost did shoot a couple guys, but she decided not to. And Diana was like, why didn't you freaking kill him? Like, what's wrong with you? But so Alicia took Diana to the El Bazaar, and one of the doctors, Eddie, who worked for Proctor John, was there. Helped her, sedated her and helped to mend her leg. And then, boom, never heard from her again.
Yeah.
Gone.
Yeah. I mean, and she wasn't the only one from that particular group. The whole group, gone.
Yeah.
So that's a separate video that we can do as to why we don't see Proctor John anymore. But
we did one, actually.
Yeah. But Diana, I mean,
she was cool.
Yeah, it was a good character.
I mean, you got to think somebody who, is coming up with an idea to make money from the dead. Mm-hmm. Turn in a bunch of ears and fingernails, you get so many credits within the El Bazaar, you can get supplies, you can get food, you can get shelter. You got to think that's a good business plan right there. Yeah. I mean, it puts you in harm's way because, yes, you're going to have to go out there and kill walkers to gather
It wasn't just walkers,
charms.
Though.
What's that?
It wasn't just walkers, though.
It was pretty much just
walkers, I mean, she
yeah.
made the reference to Alicia's hair. So, I mean, there were other things that could probably be exchanged there.
Possibly. We never learned about that.
But again, yeah.
Yeah, we never learned about that. We don't know. She could find somebody dead and, cut their hair off and use hair as well. But she was just an interesting character. So, it kind of brings up, with this whole, who's going to save Morgan? Could Diana have traveled all the way to Texas?
It'd be pretty weird. And most people probably would be
Won't
like,
remember her.
Who the hell is this?
Right. So, avid Fear the Walking Dead fans would probably remember who she is, but it would probably take a minute. You know what I mean? You'd be like, who the heck is this chick?
Why?
And then
That's the question.
yeah, why her now?
Yeah.
After this long, she
Yeah.
traveled from Mexico to Texas, which is technically in a way right there almost.
Mm-hmm.
But why? That would be the question I would say.
Yeah.
I would ask, like, oh, that's Diana. Why now? Just to save Morgan? Like, why now? It doesn't make sense.
And there are better ways to save Morgan than bringing Diana back. Like,
Yeah.
I think there's other times that we could possibly bring her back, but yeah, man, why?
Yeah, I mean, and like we've said, we've done a video about Proctor John, and that was another cool character, which we don't know if he survived the explosion of the dam or not, and it would have been cool to see more with him.
It would almost be cool
But-
to see him come back and clash with Ginny.
Oh, man.
Dude, wouldn't that be awesome?
That would be sweet, dude.
And have him take over?
Yeah. We'll sidebar that maybe for another video.
That's another video right there.
But
yeah, anyway,
you know.
and I was thinking one of the things that Diana could probably trade in, a freaking mask.
A mask?
A walker mask.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Not knowing about the Whisperers.
No,
But she
knowing
just-
about the whip.
Well, yeah, maybe not knowing about the Whisperers, but she just does it herself. She's like, you know what? I'm going to start cutting their faces off and just walk around with them.
Yeah.
Early adaptions of the Whisperers, because you got to think, Fear the Walking Dead is years behind the Walking Dead right now.
Yeah.
So we don't know exactly when the Whisperers really started. We never got that backstory, but it would be cool if maybe she heard things around, like
Found a mask and
Found a
maybe
mask,
tried
yeah.
to trade that in. A
Yeah.
little Easter egg.
That could be
It
cool.
doesn't have to be full on, hey, this is the Whisperers, but she found it, right?
right.
That'd be sick.
That'd be cool.
But anyway, yeah, where is Diana?
Will she return?
No.
I don't think so. I don't think
I
they'll
don't
do
think
it.
so either.
Yeah, I mean, if they're going to leave out Proctor John, if they're going to leave out Diana, and I'm sure we're probably missing other characters that we've seen come and go on that show.
Where is this is probably another video, but what's the chick that has OCD? Excessive compulsive disorder that was on Althena's tapes.
Oh, on Al's tapes?
Samara?
I can't remember her name. I know you're talking about.
She was specifically mentioning that she's part of the group.
Yeah. Yeah, from the Althea tapes, we did videos on that. There were some really good characters that Al interviewed, and one of them was this blonde girl who had OCD, and she did mention that she was...
or whatever,
Yeah,
something like that. It was a weird name.
Yeah, she mentioned she was part of the group, and then it was kind of like a little spin-off of the Althea tapes. We never saw those characters ever again. But yeah, that'd be cool to see her. And even the one guy, Clark or whatever, I think his name was Clark. And
Him and her.
the one doctored chick who actually cut her own arm off.
Yeah. There were 3 of them that were well done.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Really well done.
But that's sidetracked. But yeah, it just seems like it's an overall theme of the Fear of the Walking Dead to bring in these characters and then we never see them again.
Interesting characters. I mean, these are characters that you can build upon. I mean, Diana, if she was still with our group, I mean, just imagine the level of security our group would have. Another fighter who, has to then work with being with other people, but she's been out on her own, dealing with walkers, dealing with everything, and build her character from that, because we need more characters on Fear. Yes, we have our main group, but it's good to add someone new in there that we could then learn to love and learn to follow, rather than see them for 2 episodes and never see them again.
Yeah.
And then I'm sure a lot of you who are watching this video probably forgot about Diana, and you're like, oh crap. Yeah.
Yep. And I think Proctor John's a big one.
Oh, he's a big
that
one,
would
dude.
that would be an amazing tie-in to have him come back and just obliterate Ginny's people. But it won't happen. But anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. So let us know what you think, guys. You guys remember Diana, how cool her character was, even though it was a little mysterious and we didn't get much from her. I think they could have expanded a little bit more from her. I think her and Alicia together, I think, would have made a really good formidable force together.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, guys. So make sure you give the video a quick like if you enjoyed. We truly appreciate it. Feel free to subscribe, hit that bell. Stay tuned for more Fear the Walking Dead videos and more from us here. I'm Jarrell.
I'm Josh.
We're NocBro Nation.
We're out.